If you guys are going to move to Japan, I want to be honest with you and tell you what's going to be fun and what's going to suck.
Yeah, there's gonna be lots of fucking great things about it, but just be prepared for those little inconveniences.
Whenever you have to do anything to do with like Japanese bureaucracy or just setting up your living situation, you
will be writing your name, address, and phone number more times than you'll ever think.
You will lose at least a week just trying to figure out.
I think that's the thing that annoys me. In the UK, when I had to deal with this stuff, it was maybe an hour out of my day at most, and I get on with my day. If it happens here, it derails your whole week. Yeah. Like it takes it completely. You have to reschedule everything, cancel everything you're doing, because you got a call from the bank and they said that your card's cancelled, and they didn't tell you until now. It's cancelled.
I just remembered, like, I don't know if you guys have it in the UK, but like in Japanese and Australian airports, there's like sometimes that service where like, you know how on your suitcase you can put like a belt around it so it doesn't burst open. Some people forget that or don't buy that. So instead you can like you can use a service that you can like wrap up your bag and like
I see that in the UK, right?
I see that. Yeah. In Australia it's like 10 seconds. You just like wrap this up. Here's the money. They do it. All right, see you later. I did it in Haneda once in Japan and they were like, okay, can you fill out this form? Write your name, address, and phone number. I'm like, I'm never gonna see you again. Just wrap up my goddamn bag.
Get the fucking cling film out, wrap it around, and I'll give you $20.
I dead ass. I looked at this woman. I was like, what do you need this for? Like, why do you need to know my name, phone number, and address? And they're like, oh, like just in case. I'm like, in case you're wrapping my bag in plastic.
I'm a customer. I will do it myself. Give me the cling film.
Give me the cling wrap. I'll fucking do it myself.
I will do it right now. I will pay you to not fill in that form.
It was ridiculous.
It's frustrating, man.
And I just wasted 2 minutes of my life filling out this form that, for one, I don't even know what they're going to use it for. But second of all, completely unnecessary.
It's just frustrating giving out your whole fucking information to shit that you feel like it just totally doesn't need it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to deal with that. I hate doing that.
But it's also like, I feel as well like, there's so many situations where you're canceling something or, you're upgrading something, right? And you're just like, all right, can you write your phone number and address? I'm like, I'm pretty sure all my information is on system. Yeah. Just look it up. I'll give you my fucking name. Just look it up.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll keep you
updated. Like, how often do you think I'm changing my name and address?
Like, one thing I'm fucking dreading when we move, because we're all planning to move from where we are now. I mean, you're already in the process of moving.
Yeah.
Is just the process of changing my address in every bill that I've had. And I'm just, I wake up in a cold sweat at night sometimes being like, I got to do that.
I've been suffering for the past month on that. And it shouldn't be a suffering thing.
It just sucks because I feel like life just comes to a halt for a month because they've designed systems that make it so.
Yeah. And it's got nothing to do with people who don't understand the language having a hard time. No. Yeah. Even if you're fully Japanese, it's still hard as shit to do. And it shouldn't be that hard to do.
Like you get pretty good customer service in most aspects of Japanese life, I think. But this, for some reason, with personal information companies, I feel like it comes to a halt and it doesn't improve at all. Like the customer service isn't any better for it. And I think that's why I think Japan has one of the lowest productivities out of first world countries.
I'm not surprised
because they work the most.
We would have flying cars by now.
they work more hours than any other country and have less to show for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I think in some European countries they're considering a 4-day work week even, and which is like that's fantastic.
You bring that up to government officials in Japan, they're like, how does the country run? How is that not a third world country? How is their economy not crumbling to the ground?
Because again, it's just like, how do you fix it when everything in society has been made to be long-winded, bloated, and slow? Like, what do you do? Like, how do you fix that? Because it's like a whole cultural thing at that point.
This is a country where a lot of schools are still 6 days a week.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Let alone 4-day work week. What?
Yeah, I mean, it took like a fucking global pandemic, right, for the country to embrace working from home and online meetings. Yeah. Right?
They were throwing out like the buzzword of like home workstation or whatever the fuck it was. Like it was a new thing that was just invented. Yeah. It's like we've come up with this revolutionary thing. Get this, you can work from home. And Japanese people are like, impossible. That is telework. That's it. Yeah, they call it telework.
Like also, I think they're now slowly starting to phase out the hanko because of it. They're finally putting in like the government. They're bringing it up and trying.
Have we ever explained hankos? I don't think we have. Have we?
Hanko basically is like it's like a stamp essentially that has your surname on it or company name or whatever. Basically, it's the Japanese equivalent of a signature.
Yeah.
But incredibly tedious.
It's incredibly tedious because that means you have to carry your hanko everywhere.
Yeah.
Whenever you're like, if you forget your
Yeah.
if you
I've had
forget,
moments where I'm like, I have everything except the Hanko, and they just don't accept it.
yeah.
And I'm just like, this is a stamp I bought at Don Quixote for like
'cause-
200 yen.
Yeah,
Don Quixote is like the dollar shop here.
Yeah.
Right? You can just get it at a dollar
Like,
shop.
imagine your name is Connor, right? And then you go to those gift shops and they have like the license plates, like Connor.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, imagine you just go to the store, you find your name on the license plate, and then you
Yeah.
bring it and go, look, it's my name.
And
It's my
but
name. Look, take a picture.
The thing is like I read up a thing as to why Japan still uses the Hanko and not signatures, and the most accepted like excuse, I guess I'm just gonna call it an excuse,
Let them know, Joe. Let them know.
as why they don't use signatures. They were like, well, anyone can copy a signature. Anyone can go to Don Quixote and buy a $2 stamp.
Yeah,
What are you on?
it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a popular name,
Yeah.
like
yeah, what happens if you have a popular
Yeah.
name, right?
like, what is it? What's the one that you always see? Tanaka? Is that the one?
Yeah,
that you always see?
Tanaka or like Sato, like any of like
See
the
them
common
fucking
ones.
everywhere.
Everyone probably every Sato probably has the same fucking Don Quixote stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this bullshit. Like, it's signature is way harder to copy than buying a stamp for
And
two.
then-
Like,
and
did you
then-
hear about the fucking Josh Battle Royale that happened
Yeah,
recently?
yeah.
Did you hear about this?
No.
Okay,
I go to explain.
So like I think like a year ago, some guy in like some state or something, he looked up his name was Josh.
Josh Swain.
Josh Wayne?
Josh
Swain.
Wayne.
Josh Swain. He looked up like every Josh on Facebook in his area and added them to a group, right? And he just sends a message, guys, you know why we're here.
We're gonna battle for the name Josh Swain.
There are only Joshes here. We are going to have a battle royale, and whoever emerges victorious can keep the name Josh.
So that's how it works with Hankos.
There's literally a
So I feel like they have to do that with Hankos, right?
there's literally a fucking battle royale movie in Japan where it's that exact same concept.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's called Diado Onigoko, Real Tag, where basically it's like a survival horror movie. It's actually a really good movie and book, but basically it's set in like the future where the king of Japan, his name is Sato, which is the most common surname in Japan, and he's like, I want to be the only Sato. So what he does is every night at midnight, he's like, all of the Satos in the country have to
Apex
come out.
Legend game.
Yeah, literally. And they're like, to all Satos of Japan, there are too many of you, so we're gonna get rid of some of you. And it's like literally a survival horror movie where all the Satos are like running for their life not to get fucking eliminated.
Sounds epic. I want to watch
It's a
this.
great fucking movie, yeah.
Sounds like an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. It's a great movie, but it's literally like that.